Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew with Family's Everything.
Until it's not. Hi,
Hi,
Andrew.
Aunt. We hit
Hi.
2,000 subscribers.
Woo! Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that button. You don't ever want to miss any of this.
And here's a little comment to people in the comments. Okay. Of course, we watched the beach scene with Vanderpump. Of course, we watched all this shit. But at the end of the day, we don't believe everything. Okay. That's why
I
we
don't.
talk about it. That's why we have
That's
a
it.
podcast about it. We are not basic like you. So stop thinking that like we just see it for what it is. Okay.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
see you're at the beach again, a different
I'm at the
beach.
Jersey Shore and I can hear them. I can hear them.
You want to know what I don't think people realize about the Jersey Shore? Is how long the Jersey Shore is. They think the Jersey Shore is like this finite space, but the Jersey Shore goes from like the top of Jersey all the way down. I'm
The
just
shore
saying.
go and the shore goes all the way up to Hampton Beach in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm
Technically.
just saying. It's like when you say the Jersey Shore, it's like saying Maine. I'm going to the Maine, and it could be you're in Ogunquit or you're in Scarborough.
Yeah, but
They're far apart.
Tom's River is like the centerpiece, like Seaside Heights. That's Tom's River.
Yeah, I get that, but there's even more to the Jersey Shore because you go to Atlantic City is the Jersey
LBI,
Shore, Wildwood is down the Jersey
LBI.
Shore. Yeah, I'm just saying the Jersey Shore is quite long. And
Yes.
anyways, and you know what? Just for reference in the future, I wrote down where everybody lives and where their beach houses are. I don't know why. And I'm going to tell you the main takeaway from this episode, I have two, is one, Olivia Aydin needs a backpack. Okay, somebody get that girl a backpack, please. And number two, Marge gets awful nervous when she realizes people are talking and she does not have control of the narrative because she is dirty. Marge Joseph is dirty.
Also, John Fuda
Oh,
is like auditioning for like something. He wants to be on Villains, House of Villains or The Traitors or something. He is coming in so hard. It's uncomfortable.
yeah, because I believe behind the scenes that he's being encouraged by Gorga
I
because
don't
they
really
do both live
know.
in Franklin Lakes. I looked up and they both are in Franklin Lakes. So I think they
I
see
don't
each
think it's
other a lot.
Gorga. I think it's producers that are like using Joe Gorga as like I think Gorga and Melissa truly because it is their family. I guarantee you that they're like trying to lay low. The thing with Fuda that's the hardest to
No,
understand
I think they're trying to lay low because they're hitting hard in the back.
or they don't have to. I feel like Fuda
Well,
and
they don't have
Rachel
to because Fuda and Rachel are like
and he's
dog
lost so
with the
much weight. It's
bone.
like a completely different person. Like
He got
I
new teeth.
honestly, it's hard to recognize that it's him. You have to like
Yeah.
remind yourself because like you're
He's
thinking of this quiet, overweight guy, and now you're seeing this skinny, like loud megamouth.
mhm, who's feeling his oats. Or is he sowing his oats? Like Antonia Gorga. I'm going to tell you, my Antonio, it's Antonia, right? I want to tell you, I have a problem with that little party. There were no
Up, you have
tears.
a problem. I'm so sick of Bravo using gay people as a
Oh,
way
yeah.
to drive storyline. It's
Yes.
obnoxious. Okay. Sorry, but like Joe Gorga crying about his Melissa's cousin getting married, like
Yeah.
it's just,
Desperate,
it's
thirsty.
so desperate. And
Yeah.
like, I, I just, we're also like those guys are like my age, probably younger than me.
Oh, they looked about the
And
same.
but no, they're younger. I'm
Okay.
fairly certain.
Okay.
This is not like um San Francisco in like the
1980s.
1970s. Like, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
before the liberation. Like, this isn't like the undercover, like, back room of like a drag bar. Okay. They're in
Hmm.
friggin' New Jersey. Their cousin is on a television show. All of the cousins and their aunt, Melissa's mom, they all look like drag queens with the amount of weight makeup they have on, the tanning. They have not
The
needed, they
nails, the
haven't needed
lashes, the
they haven't need
lips.
like the masculine support of Joe Gorga to feel a sense of belonging. Give me a friggin' break. You live in New Jersey. They're acting literally as if they are like from like the sticks of Kentucky coming from like a foster home with like two KKK members that run it. Like they literally are acting this way, that like
Yes.
they've been so marginalized, and it's just like really desperate. You're telling me did the cousin just get engaged and just get gay? Is that why you're showing them for the first time in this sense?
First time.
Could
I
we
was like,
maybe
who
show
is
him
he again? I got to go
5
back
years
and look.
ago,
Yeah.
6 years ago, like when he was younger and struggling, and then maybe show Joe Gorga being a good like uncle or cousin or whatever he is to him, and then maybe do a flashback of how he's been there for forever. Don't just pull it out of your ass because Teresa doesn't talk to you anymore. Come on.
Yeah, it was pathetic. And not only that, but Melissa's tears weren't real again.
Neither were her mothers, and neither were the sisters, and neither
Yeah,
was like
it
it
was
was
also
so chaotic. And
staged.
you know what?
Yeah.
The only one that I give credit to is Antonia for being like, "Can we stop, please?"
From the mouth of babes.
Yeah, like,
Mhm.
well, it's because the kids usually tell it how it is
Yeah, they
on this
do.
show.
Yeah, they do. And
Pay close
Antonia,
attention, because
yeah.
even the people that are the ones we don't love in other places, kids just they tell you what you want. And I could even
Yeah.
think on Joey and Gino, you could tell that they were like, "What the hell is going on here?"
Yeah,
Like,
because this is new. This just is just happening for the first time out of nowhere. Yeah.
totally.
Total. I mean, it was
And
and
then
I hate.
the brother-in-law, last time I saw him, his vein was popping out of his neck at the christening.
Yeah.
Like,
No, no, no.
5,
There
6,
was
7
another
years
time
ago.
he was no, there was another time he was
Oh,
after
yeah, when he went up to Judice at the
dude,
Christmas party and goes, "You
you
owe me
owe me money.
$1,000."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the last time I saw him, and I thought he'd aged a little bit. Just
Oh, he's
saying.
he's a grandpa now, so
And I loved how Melissa had to throw in that she was closer to changing diapers for her children than for her grandchildren. And I thought your daughter could make you a grandma at any moment. What the heck are you talking
I hope
about?
she does with Louis' son.
Oh,
That would be
oh,
great.
oh, wouldn't that be? Ooh, that would be a plot turn, wouldn't it?
Yes, totally.
Oh,
I will say
Jeepers.
this, Danielle Cabral, like, I have a lot of questions. If you and your husband are rolling up to your daughter's photo shoot that way, it was so constructed. And
Oh,
let me tell our listeners, because I think we did this before with another show, this piece of paper could go show itself on Fashion Week. Okay. Fashion Week is not like, this is not like they're in
and
like the
she's
Mercedes
showing
Benz
6 of her
tent
own designs. That was the funny part. In other words, all the others aren't. That
that looked
she's just
literally like hospital clothes.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what a lot of people may or may not realize? I think that the people who listen to us are really, really smart and understand this. But you go to you can go to, I can go to a manufacturer and say, put Aunt Designs on the label, as we know with She by Sheree. Okay.
Totally.
And you just go to a manufacturing house and they put on this label, this label, this label. It's all the same clothes. And
Of
you can make
course.
it that it's your design, but it's not. And so it cracks me up when she's like, oh, 6 of them are my own design. Well, they probably are because none of the others ever were. And you make it out like it's your fashion line. It's pathetic.
As Melissa and Teresa said when they
It's
were aligned during the season probably 8, 9 reunion, Kim, talking about Kim D, you make all that money selling clothes? No, it
yeah,
doesn't happen. Let it
right.
be, Danielle. Just be
Mhm.
yourself. You're very entertaining. We all find you funny. It'll be interesting to see when you're on the other side. And
You
whatever
know,
was being done to your butt, like Teresa's, it didn't look the
oh,
same way Teresa's did. That's all I'll say.
no, it didn't. Gretchen Rossi was the first one who started it on the Housewives. She had a makeup line. It was like Gretchen Rossi makeup. Well, I'm going to tell you, my mother used to have a makeup line too, and she had the same thing. You just go to the manufacturer and they slap your name on it and you buy it.
Exactly.
It's that simple. So that kind of made me funny with
It
the
was
whole.
chaotic, the episode. It was like it
Yeah.
wasn't it
That
just was
butt treatment
weird.
did look painful though. It did. But why would you have a spa come to your house when Jennifer Aydin's husband has a spa at his practice and expect her to have this surgery? And I think Jennifer Aydin's a little bit of a drug addict at this point. No, drug addict's a little bit too strong. I think she's a substance user. How's that?
I think that Jennifer Aydin is like way too well behaved. Something's about to erupt, a volcano.
Ooh. Well, maybe because she's smoking her pot all the time. She's mellow. It's not good for her. She needs to get on that tequila and start breaking some glasses.
She will. Don't. It's
I
fine.
hope so. I hope so. Okay. Um, uh, Marge, Margaret
Who?
Joseph.
Who?
First of all, the
Who?
way she sat at the Gorgas. No, was she at the Gorgas? Yeah, she was at the Gorgas. Oh, I'm so happy I'm here. I'm so happy I'm here and I'm not at the Aiden's house because, oh my God, the children. And I'm thinking, you're not
Oh, no,
invited.
no. Let me tell you something. There's one thing that was said throughout the whole episode that I agree with.
And that
I would
is
much rather be at the Gorga's house in the peace of the water and just chilling than this behind me.
the Aidens.
It's who wants to be next to the boardwalk? No, I don't.
I listen. What was so funny is they show Jen eating the pizza, Olivia with the fries and the chicken and the whole bit. And Teresa comes in and goes, "Oh, good, you got salad." And I'm thinking Teresa's not eating that's crap.
How about the fact that Jennifer says right before she opens the door, I think Louis likes fries. It's like, first and foremost, takeout fries are not anything to write home about anywhere. Like fries are
No.
something that need to be hot when they come out of the oven. You need to have them right away. It's really hard to like, even when I used to get like takeout at like a McDonald's or something, I used
No,
to
but you
have
know
the
what you
fries
got to
before I got
do?
home.
No, you know what you do? You can take home like Five Guy fries
And then
and then you
you
put them in the air fryer and they're delicious. Yes, that's what I do.
There
Just
was an
saying.
air fryer fire in the other night somewhere in Boston. I saw it on the news. But yeah, it was odd. That was a weird exchange. I think that Jennifer, you need to do something with Olivia. She is obsessed with being on TV.
TV.
And what I mean
She
by that is
is.
that the cameras don't find her. She finds the cameras. And there's a
Yes.
difference between her and Melania because I truly believe that when Melania was young,
And was in the freezer at the supermarket.
she would do things and the cameras would follow her. She wasn't looking for the camera.
No, never. She
And
was
so,
organic. But
and
isn't it funny?
that's why they got her jumping out of her window, like early
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
like leaving. Like
And what's Melania's most famous line?
fat troll.
No, give me some pizza, you old fat
troll.
troll.
Yeah.
And did you see what Louis was wearing on his shirt this week?
No, what do you have on?
Oh, his shirt said, "Give me some pizza, you old troll."
Oh, he made t-shirts.
He has a t-shirt. "Give me some pizza, you old troll." And I thought, oh, he's in on this. Oh, this is funny. Yeah. He's
He's probably making
capitalize.
merchandise. He's probably making merchandise because no one ever did it for them. See, that's the one thing I have to say. Joe Giudice never realized.
Joe Giudice was like Melania, didn't care what the camera was there or not.
But also, he didn't realize in more than one way that they were on a show. He didn't realize what that could do to them by doing what he was doing.
I know.
And he also didn't realize what it could have made them if they had been strategic.
Yes.
And
he
I think
wasn't smart enough.
I do believe that if Teresa and Louis were together from the beginning of season 1, I believe she would have made more money on the show, but I also believe she would not be on the show.
Oh, that's
because
interesting.
He's too in the know of media and celebrity and all that.
He's too conscious of, he's too obsessed with being in front of the camera, along with her obsession. It can get a little toxic where Joe Giudice didn't care. Juicy didn't care.
Oh, but I also think that the men can sometimes, we've seen it on so many shows where the man getting too involved can be bad for the wife.
Very bad.
Look at Dorit and PK. Because Mauricio has a storyline, but like PK never did. And he used to try to get on cameras too.
Yes, with the underwear and the whole bit with Erica Jane. Yeah, totally. Now tell me something. Did you think it was kind of strange to have a random 6-year survival brain cyst party?
I always question those types of moments because
just say you're having a party.
But why didn't we get a 5-year last year?
Yeah, 6 is so random. That's why I'm saying.
It seems like you're grasping at, you're like, you're trying to grab onto something, which
yes.
Danielle, if you didn't like Danielle, like who's advising you? Because we love you because you're who you are.
Yeah, well, she's falling off the track too.
I mean,
I want to say I realized that Rachel, Jen Fessler, and Danielle, this is their second season. Jen's more than she was last year, Fessler. And I don't know if I care that much about them yet.
I think that listen, here's the deal. I think Rachel is I listen, I don't disagree that the Fudas are like coming after Teresa. Like
Yeah, they're
I
a
think that
little
no,
thirsty.
no, I think that what you need to, I don't think it's thirst. Imagine
Okay,
Melissa's secrets have already been exposed, stripper.
true.
Margaret's already been exposed, bankruptcy, sex with the husband, and this,
Right.
that, everything else. Dolores doesn't seem to really have any, and I think they're scared of her. Jennifer Aydin, the pool house, the cheating, it's already exposed.
It's already been exposed.
Fuda didn't have anything exposed. So when Louis said that, now Margaret's very nervous, so maybe Margaret is hiding something even deeper, as she probably is. But I
She is
think one of the
very
reasons
nervous.
why you don't see like Melissa and Joe all nervous about Louis and Bo Deedle is because like they're like everything that we have in our closet's already out there.
Out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
So
I
it's the
think that
people who
because
are
Fuda's
nervous are the
new,
ones, yeah, who haven't been exposed. Well, John Fuda did change his name. His name is not John Fuda.
no, I understand that. But even
And
like
he was
Rachel says,
arrested.
yeah, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that they're on the defense because like this is their first rodeo. This is their first
Hmm.
time having negativity out there. And
Right.
also there's a lot clearly I think that they also probably didn't help out his ex at all through her legal stuff and the prison stuff. And so she probably has a chip on her shoulder to be like, fuck Rachel, like kind of a thing. Like,
Yeah.
and so it's a perfect storm. And I think that that's something that I don't disagree, even the way Rachel's behaving. Rachel's fine. It's her husband. Rachel's reactions are normal. She should get louder. She should get more angry. And she's doing what she needs to do. And I think she's been fine. She's also seems like she can actually, like, she wants to argue with Teresa. And I give her credit to do that. It's her husband that I'm like, I'm going to get sick of you real quick.
Yeah. And what other husband do you think has been this much invested in a storyline? Because I
Um,
would say that Alex and Simon was, but not in a bad way. Like he was trying, he just wanted to be at the party. He just wanted camera time. He just wanted to get dressed. He
you may not
wasn't,
like this. Ken Todd
okay.
was really involved with Puppygate.
Well, he
And
was, yeah.
goodbye, Kyle. Like,
He was, but that was an actual story. I'm not sure John Fuda's is a legitimate story.
oh no,
Like,
no. I think that they checked into his son's mother. I
yeah,
think that what he's doing
but I
now,
can't think of a husband that's been this hot so fast. Oh, Slade Smiley a little bit
I also
in
think though that John
OC.
Fuda's feeling himself. Like he was like
Brooks.
fat roly poly oly last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like
And he
his
slimmed
biggest
down.
viral moment was getting waxed. And
Yeah,
so
it
now he's like,
was.
he wants to be a tough guy.
Yeah. But now that I think about it, I do think that like Brooks was very desperate to
Oh,
be part of the
Brooks takes
show.
the cake.
Yeah. Slade Smiley was into
Do
being
you
a
know who also
housewife.
is? John Jansen, clearly.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see that as OC happens.
I
We haven't
mean,
seen it before, but we see it now.
definitely Slade. I think that Fuda, it's still out for debate, but he's coming in hot. I think that what he's coming in more is angry. It's very much do you know who's kind of like that is I mean, like it's happened on Salt Lake City a little bit, but that's because the husbands have kind of been involved. Like Meredith cheated
Mhm.
on half New York, so Seth was involved.
Right.
Like Coach Shaw was heavily involved, but that's because
Mm.
Jen Shaw went to jail.
Jail.
Like apparently
Yeah.
Whitney and her husband announced separation. You know
Oh,
that, right?
really?
I
No, I
thought
didn't hear
that's
that. No.
I
No,
thought
I just
so.
knew about PK. No, I didn't know Whitney. And
Maybe
what's
not
his
then. I
name?
could be
Justin?
making that up.
Maybe, maybe you just started a rumor. Rumor has it.
Drama.
The
Um,
rumors and nastiness. Um,
did you oh maybe
I forgot how much I love that line. The rumors, the nastiness. But anyways, let's get back to Jersey. Let's not talk about Salt Lake because he'll be back before we know it. Now let's talk about Marge and her little secrets. I decided when Marge was in the car going to the party, I can't stand her. When she was at
they're
pickleball,
not separated.
they're not. Okay,
No.
so we retract that statement. When Marge was playing pickleball, it drove me crazy. I'm sick. I don't want anybody else playing pickleball. Pickleball's over. You all had your pickleball moment. You don't really play
Well,
pickleball.
that's why I actually liked Melissa and Rachel during that part, because I was like, at least they're being honest. They've never played. They don't care. They're just sitting there. They want to get off the
Yeah.
court and film the
And Marge
scene
is
so
like,
they
oh,
can
that's
leave.
perfect pickleball outfit. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you, I play pickleball and I've been playing for 4 years and I hate these just fly by night
What
pickleball
I thought was
players
great is that Rachel and Melissa still beat her because that was the best part of the whole thing.
because she's not
They're
athletic.
more
She broke
athletic.
her wrist. I'm going to tell you, you want to know how people dress for pickleball? They don't dress like that. They wear like leggings and a big old t-shirt. There's never little fancy outfits. That's tennis. My pickleballers aren't fancy at all. You would see like a 1984 Rolling Stone old t-shirt. That's what I see. Maybe you
I think
see
we should
different.
treat our listeners to a recorded video of me and against you pickleball.
Oh, I'll win.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that would be fun. I like that idea. Okay, let's get to Marge and her little at the party. Okay, because I couldn't take my first of all, who is this new girl? This Chantal and the Tiffany? Are they like part of the people? Because we
They're
saw their
introducing them, but
husband.
I'm not paying attention yet.
Yeah, no, no, no. One's Chantal and one's Tiffany, and we saw their husbands, and I thought, are they new? Are they going to be
Yeah, we'll
part of
see.
this?
They weren't really
Yeah.
meaningful for
Yeah,
me
yeah,
yet.
they weren't. They weren't. I'm gonna, I love Tree. I love Tree. But Tree needs to pull it back with the lips. She needs them dissolved just a little bit. They're just too big. So let's talk about Fessler spilling the tea because that is the biggest part of
Well,
this
what tea?
story.
That they got together before the reunion?
Marge,
Okay.
Jackie,
Yeah.
Joe.
I know who they are, but
Yeah.
what is the tea?
The tea is that they got together and figured out how they're going to try to get Louis. Yeah, they were
Okay,
trying to.
I don't even want to talk about this. Every single reality show cast on every single network, going back to the
Yeah,
real
they
world
might
season
do it,
1.
but that's sort of breaking the fourth wall that we haven't had people admit to before.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, we had a little of that on Beverly Hills this year where they were like, well, I talked to you last night. Kyle finally sent me a text the night before
Yeah,
the
no, they had
reunion.
to though. They
Yeah,
had to.
right. But
But I
but
don't think much of it.
but we haven't really we've suspected that they're being strategic behind the scenes of who's going after who, but they kind of broke that wall last night that yes, they are all getting together. And then Vessel, though, I was sort of surprised she told Teresa so much information. She admitted it.
I
And
mean, but they
oh,
also knew. Paulie said he heard it. Like, I
yeah,
don't think it
Paula,
was.
no, I understand that, but I do think it's going to become, and I think that is where the disagreement with Jackie and Marge is going to come out. I think it's going to stem from the reunion and the get together because they are going to have a problem and they have a falling out, and we know they have a falling out with
Yeah, but you
Melissa
already said that
and
you thought
Marge.
it has to do with
Yeah,
who
but now
started
I
the
think
rumor.
different. Well, I
I
think
think it's
part
either
of
gonna
this is
be I think it's either gonna be who started the rumor about Evan,
yes,
or there's gonna be a conversation about, like, I think what's gonna maybe happen is maybe Jackie will come clean as to how she heard about the Gia thing,
right.
and
And
I
it's
have
going
a
to
feeling
lead
it's
to
gonna be
Marge.
Margaret, and then
Hmm.
I think Teresa's gonna, like, show Jackie proof that
Hmm.
Margaret started the thing about Evan.
Yeah.
I don't think, unless I'm completely wrong, I really can't imagine that this getting together before the reunion when one cast member's new husband says to you at the finale, "I'm sending one of the top private investigators in the country.
Yeah.
He has
Bo did
information
it.
on all of you."
Yeah.
Like that would cause enough that makes sense as to why they'd have a meeting. If one cast member
I
is
understand
if
that.
one cast member is trying to get information on all of you, then I
Mm,
do think it's important to be like, have any of us received any inquiries, any phone calls, any emails, any questions that we normally
right.
wouldn't get? Like, I think that's
But
fair.
I get Vessela's point of it. Like we had to have this meeting of the minds of how we were going to attack him. And then she was like, and then they sat there with their manila envelopes and didn't even do anything. Like that would irritate me too, because my feeling is we're going to have a meeting the night before and we're going to go after somebody. We better go after them.
I
If
have a
you
feeling
sit
that
on the
Fessler
info,
probably wasn't, what I think has to do with it too, though, is remember the friends are at the
Mhm.
reunion for a hot second.
Yes.
And they get ready like everyone else. They have to
Mhm.
wait. And then they literally come out, and then Andy's like, all right, goodbye. And so her comment
Bye.
of you didn't even use it could have also been out of frustration of like, you didn't even use it and I'm already done. Like, okay, I guess. Like, I
Yeah,
think
of
that
course it could
like
be.
I just
But
think
I
that Fessler's not a big enough character to feel enough of a belonging with the others that I just think she's a canary because at the end of the day, she cares about herself and she's never going to be in the same boat as Margaret or Melissa.
never, but don't you think she does to a degree have a little bit of a Jill Zarin type of personality? A little.
I wouldn't insult Jen like that.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
oh.
Um,
I just want to say the way that little busy bee Margaret is buzzing around. Oh, where are they? Who's talking to who? Oh, where are they? Oh, come over here. Oh, we gotta. I mean, that is just. She is so worried
She's
that
also just fed by production. It's like, Margaret, you had conversations with Teresa over the years too, where everyone looked on and were like, why is she talking to her? Like the producers made Teresa go up to Jen Fessler. Jen Fessler then shared what she wanted to share.
I
I just don't think
understand
it's
all
that
that, but
newsworthy.
Margaret is buzzing in the background and she's nervous.
I think she's nervous for her job. I don't think she's nervous for anything
Oh,
else.
oh, I didn't think about that. I thought that all of her lies were going to be exposed.
I think they already have been. That's what I'm
No, not
saying.
yet. I think they're coming.
I don't know. I don't know if you can really have much more. Margaret's gone through like so
Well,
much
and
already.
Rachel's upset that she thinks Jen's turned on them too.
Well, I mean, I think that Rachel's being fed bones by the production. When she watches it back, Jen Foster didn't really say much. There was nothing really newsworthy there. We already knew all that.
I thought it was good.
I just don't think it was that juicy. If that's the season, then retire me now. Like, if that's the reason why Jackie and Margaret fall out, I'm floored.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they fall out with Jackie finding out that Marge was the source of the rumor about Evan. That would be a reason for me to fall out with someone.
I have my own thoughts, but I can't say it.
Oh, I can't wait. But don't you think you should say it?
No,
Why?
I'll say something. I
Yeah, give us a
hope.
hint because you can't say afterwards
Well,
that that's what you were
it
thinking.
stayed under wraps, so I don't think it could be this bad, but I just hope to God it has nothing to do with Jackie's faith.
Oh, yeah, that would be bad.
But I
Well,
feel like
because
we would
that
have
would
already
be
known about that.
Jen also, because Jen is also the same.
Yeah, no, I get what I'm saying though, is like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think that would have
Oh,
leaked. I think that would have leaked. The
yeah,
world's too
that would,
crazy right now. It's
yeah,
too
yeah, yeah.
sensitive.
That I wouldn't like that at all. That would be so disturbing to me. Yeah, I
But
couldn't handle
I don't
that.
know. I don't think so. I just think that it could be anything. It could be something. It could be
It
a
could be
comment about,
anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
Margaret could make some nasty comments about like food and we don't even know. We have no idea. It could be something about her eating disorder. It could be something that just turns her in the direction of like being a little vulnerable with
I just
Teresa
think she's
and
much
Jennifer.
more nervous this year than I've seen her in past.
I think that's because the storyline is not fluid where like they're all involved. There is so much division between Melissa and Teresa
Yeah.
that
Oh,
Margaret's on Melissa's side and she's
mhm.
like not able to see what's going on Teresa's. And
Oh,
Margaret
and I
doesn't
want to
like
tell
that.
you that scene with Melissa when Teresa comes in with Dolores and with
Mhm.
Jen Aydin and goes, "Oh, hey, hi, oh, hi." Oh, but you don't want to talk about them during your talking head.
What I didn't
But you
like
want to
was is
make a
that
point of
no,
that.
no.
Ugh.
She wasn't even close to her, I guarantee. It wasn't even that far
Mm.
away. And Margaret acted and Margaret goes, "Oh, keep it down. Keep it down."
I know it was just like, ugh. It made me sick.
Who's your
Ugh.
mess?
Oh, mess. This week, who's your mess?
My mess this week is Danielle Cabral because she's just letting the producers mess her up too much. And I see
Yeah,
it already.
I can see that. I
She's
can see
playing both
that.
sides. And when you play both sides, you end up with a pole up your ass.
I think John Fuda's a mess too.
Well, yeah, but he's a terminal mess. I like,
Okay.
you know.
All right. I do think that Danielle doesn't talk to her father anymore, which says a
Oh,
lot about someone. You
yeah.
don't talk to your
There's more
dad, you
there.
don't talk to your brother. There's something there with how she is in life.
I have a feeling that Jennifer Aydin looks into that, and their line when Danielle
Maybe.
goes like, they were right about you. You're dirty. And the
Yeah.
promo, I
Yeah.
think has to do with that because there's no way that they let that
Go.
stay and go because what I
Right.
think happens is Danielle Cabral flips and then Jennifer goes after her there because remember, they have so much insider information on Danielle Cabral because of Dina and Caroline and because of
Right.
the Manzos
Yeah.
that they can find out anything. There's no that family's too big. There's too many leaks.
Too many leaks. And they're still on both sides.
Yeah.
Because Larita is still friends with Teresa and they're buddies again and everything.
Well, we haven't seen her in a hot minute, so you never know.
Well, no, but supposedly they were back then.
I
So,
guess.
anyways.
I
All
guess.
right. Well,
Well,
anyways,
anywho.
follow us on
Love
Instagram.
you guys and tune in for our next review, which will be Vanderpump Rules Reunion Part 1. See ya.